This Twitch streamer called Pokimane, kind of like Pokemon, I'm guessing, says she'd make millions in just 1 month on OnlyFans. So let's get right into this article. And I thought this would be a pretty interesting article, maybe to commentate on, because it kind of goes into the question: if you knew for a fact that you can make millions of dollars per month every single month, would you be willing to do something like OnlyFans? Because here's the thing, some people do OnlyFans or do something like that sort of stuff for basically no money. But would you, if you are not doing it, or if you were originally not willing to do it, would you change your morals if you knew for a fact that you can make millions of dollars doing this sort of stuff? So, while Imani, Pokemon, Anyas, however you pronounce her name, continues to say that she has no interest in creating an OnlyFans account, the famous streamer has now admitted to at least considering the possibility, openly discussing the massive amount of money she believes it would bring in for her. Many famous Twitch streamers have made a lot of money on OnlyFans, including Karina Koft, Natalia Alinity Mogollon, and Caitlin Amaranth Siragusa. And that's a cool name, Siragusa. Before retiring from adult content, Amaranth specifically stated that she earns up to $1.5 million per month from OnlyFans alone. Like, imagine if you could make millions of dollars per month. Like, that's such a disturbingly high number. So Pokemon's followers have often asked why she won't get into the OnlyFans game herself. With millions of fans, some of them already labeled as Sims, it seems like a no-brainer if Pokimane wants to make some extra cash. So, is Pokimane planning on making her own OnlyFans? So Pokemon responds to OnlyFans talk on Twitch. Ba 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 ba. She predicts she can make anywhere from 1 million to 10 million each month on OnlyFans. And you're completely wrong. You can make way more than that, Miss Kiff responded.
Think about it like this.
So let's see. Let's try to speed this up. Playback speed 2 times. Let's do this.
And maybe this will finally help you and other people truly believe what I'm saying. Okay? A lot of people would say that I'm in a great position to capitalize off of having an OnlyFans, right?
You are.
I could probably make like somewhere between 1 to 10 mil a month. Like just realistically, objectively speaking, if I'm an OnlyFans. You're completely wrong. You can make way more than that. Okay, well,
And the thing is, like, I would have to agree with Mizkif, I guess the guy that just said that. Because the thing is, if you are someone who is a female that is remotely attractive to the fact that you already apparently have simps, like your fans are already called simps, yeah, you're probably going to be easily able to make millions of dollars. Not to mention, right? You could, in fact, charge a really high ticket amount for this sort of stuff, right? Like, there's nothing stopping someone in her position charging like $1,000, $2,000 a month for a subscription, right? To her private stuff if she were to create that, which would pretty much guarantee that she would probably make the kind of money that Mizkif might be talking about, right? Because the like she probably has a crazy, very loyal simp base, right? That would probably be willing to spend $1,000 to $2,000 per month on the premium content because they probably already give a somewhat equivalent amount through like donations or something like that because these live streamers get subscriptions on like a I think $5 to $20 per month thing, and they also pay like, well, basically just donate money to these people. Okay, so but the thought of an extra few $1 million per month still doesn't seem to be worth it to Pokimane. She said that it's pretty clear that she isn't interested in creating an OnlyFans or running gambling streams, explaining that she won't do something she doesn't want to do on no matter how much money it could potentially make for her. There is just nothing I hate more than the torturous feeling of doing things I don't like to do, Pokimane said. Now, this is actually like a really good statement, right? Whether this is true or not, it's a very good statement. And the reason why it's such a good thing, right? If you are already a millionaire, if what you're doing already covers all of your expenses and then some, to the point where you can pretty much buy whatever you want. You can pretty much go anywhere you want. Like basically any want, desire, or thing that you want to fulfill, you could already. What does an extra 1 million per month or $1 per month or 100 grand or 10 million per month actually do for you, right? Not really much. It doesn't like change your situation. Now, if this was different, where like let's say that she was in poverty but with a massive fan base that was loyal to her, and she were to face this situation where she has no money, practically homeless, but has an easy way to get millions of dollars per month by doing something like that, that is a little bit different because that's like life changing. But in her situation right now, being a multi millionaire, already having people paying her a lot of money per month, giving her just straight up money for free, what does more money actually do to like change your life, right? Like basically this is the kind of like question that someone could really ask themselves in a similar situation. Let's say that you're making like $100,000 after taxes per year and you have no debt. Does making an extra $50,000 a year after tax change your lifestyle that much? Not really, right? Because if all of your expenses are basically the same, if you could pretty much already buy roughly whatever you want, where there's not really a drastic increase of like what you could potentially do with the money, would you be willing to do something that will make you $150,000 after taxes, but you don't want to do it just for that extra money compared to the $100,000 after taxes, but you enjoy what you're doing right now? Like, that's something to really think about, right? And my line of thinking is like, don't just go for the money route. I mean, making money is always nice, making more money is always nice, but if there isn't really that drastic of a change, chasing money just for the sole purpose of chasing money, where you end up having this almost like a negative effect because what you're having to do to make that extra money is something that you don't actually want to do, then it kind of defeats the purpose, right? Because there's really only a couple of things you could actually do with money. You can spend it, you can invest it, and you can give it. Like that's really all you can do with money. The more money you have, you can just really just do bigger versions of all three, right? That's really the only difference. Like another way to think of it, right? Let's say that you're driving a Mustang, right? Well, okay, cool. But you start making more money, so now you're driving like a BMW. Now you're driving like an Audi R8. Now you're driving a Lamborghini. Now you're driving a Bugatti. Okay? Guess what? They're all a car, right? You still, depending on where you live, still gotta drive the speed limit or you're gonna go to jail, right? So, is there really that big of a difference in what you actually get out of a Lamborghini versus a Bugatti versus a Mustang versus a BMW? You're basically just still inside a car having to go the speed limit, right? Same thing with a house, right? After a certain point, you're just buying a bigger box to live in for what? More of a hassle in maintenance, more of a cost, like higher cost per month in maintenance, right? More of a time sink, more of a money sink for what, right? It's just something to really think about. If you want to learn how to get out of debt and master your money, go to 40inbox.com. Feel free to give your thoughts as to what you would do in her situation. If you had the exact same situation, meaning you were already a millionaire, already making millions of dollars per month, and you were able to do something like an OnlyFans, which you don't really want to do, but you could make way more money. Like put yourself in that exact same situation, and feel free to give your thoughts on it.